What's up everyone, Gids here for another video, and today let's talk about this game that just dropped today, Night Crows, and should you play it? So in this video I'm gonna show you all the things that I've learned so far in the past 8 hours, I think. 8 hours of playing the game non-stop since it has dropped. The game is an MMORPG basically that is using Unreal Engine 5, so it actually looks good. So there are actually some good settings here if you go to your settings in the game. You go to your settings, there's actually this setting called display filter right here. And you can actually select different kinds of settings over here. Clicking on selecting vivid here makes you see a more Black Desert Online kind of vibe right here. My favorite right now is cool because it kind of seems just really nice, you know. Kind of just looks really nice. But yeah, there are other settings here as well that makes the game just look so much better. I mean, dramatic can be good as well if you want it. It looks pretty blurry for me, but it still kind of looks okay. This game looks really good basically, but here's something that will make most people not even want to touch the game or even just try it. NFTs. Yup, it's an NFT game, but besides that, the game actually looks really nice. There are 4 classes in the game, and for each of the 4 classes, you have 2 subclasses. So basically, you have like 8 total classes that you can play. What's good about this as well is that you can actually freely change classes anytime you want, but there's a 5-minute cooldown to it. Whenever you change classes, you're going to retain the same armor that you're wearing, accessories as well. However, you will need new weapons and sub-weapons whenever you try to change classes, and you also need skills. Skills in this game are purchasable using gold, and it's actually pretty expensive. I saw most of the skills for the cleric or the healer class costs around 9 million gold, and you can see right now I only have 1 million gold at the span of around 8 hours of gameplay. But of course, I've already spent a few. This could go up to 4 million if I haven't spent any of the gold that I had earlier to buy some of the skill books as well. So yeah, skill books or skills are purchasable, and they do not come with the levels, character levels. Okay? And yeah, that's something that you want to take note of here. So it could be pretty expensive to change classes, but if you really did not like the initial class that you went with, then good for you because it's super easy to actually change classes in this game. In character creation, there's not much that you can actually customize. You only can customize the face, skin tone, hair, and hair color, right? There's also an auto mechanic in the game, so the game basically just plays on its own, right? You can see here I have a lot of quests that I have, but most of it's just auto. I don't have to do anything. I'm not even touching the game at all, and it's just playing itself. It's also like semi-auto quest, wherein sometimes you have to click on the quest to complete the rewards and then click again to accept, but that's mostly what you need to do in terms of manual work. So yeah, this is kind of, I mean, the community is kind of split on this one. A lot of people kind of like the auto mechanic because they are working, they want to play while they're working, while some others also don't want auto because they actually want to play a game. You know, they actually want to play a game. So yeah, I'm not sure where you guys are at. Let me know in the comments if you actually like auto or if you don't like. Yeah, the game is mostly auto. It's almost like an idle game actually. So yeah, something that I don't like about the main quest in this game is that it's mostly just killing mobs. So in the earlier stages, you're tasked to kill 20 mobs, 25 mobs, 30 mobs, 40, and now look at my quest. It's 100 mobs per quest. So yeah, main quest is very tiring actually, and it requires a lot of time for you to actually complete them. It's actually much faster if you have a party going with you, doing the quests at the same time. Because yeah, 100 monsters with a party is definitely going to be so much easier to do as well. There's also a story, of course, in the game, but the problem is we don't do story. We don't do story here. We just skip it. Combat wise, it's kind of sad because as much as the game looks good, the character just stands there and uses their own skills. Basically, that's it. Right? That's all you can do in combat. You can't even move and kite, like move and hit the enemies. It's like it's not really that fluid. it's not really that fluid. Let me try here, right? So I'm going to try to move and hit them, right? And yeah, you can't really. You need. It's not that good. It's not as fluid as other games, wherein yeah, it's as responsive when it comes to combat. So I kinda don't really feel it. The game just basically feels like a huge auto game. If you want to try to go manual, it's kind of hard, but maybe it just needs a little time for me to get used to because of most of the other games that I've played. There's also no dodge mechanic for the characters, so when it comes to PvP, you're basically just lunging or throwing your skills at each other and hope that you kill them first before they kill you. So that's mostly what the PvP experience so far is that I've seen. So hopefully later on in the game it does not turn out to be that way and it gets better, especially for large scale PvP aspect of the game because it kind of looks good. So yeah, I'm hoping it's not just like that, right? Okay, next question is it pay to win though? Okay, so as of now, I'm not really sure, but it kind of looks like it is. Like, there are mounts in the game that are pretty cool. Let me show you right now. Okay, so there are mounts in the game, and the problem here is that you can already see there are stats attached to each mount. So this is like the rarest mount. It's a mythical mount. I'm not sure how you can even obtain this one, but these things right here are like gacha, obtainable through gacha. So you're like summoning for them to get to legendary. And it's also possible to do combinations to get better kinds of mounts. Ah, okay, I think I see it here. You get the mythical by combining probably legendary. So this is like a PT system wherein you get to combine 10 times, 10 failures from legendaries to be able to get one mythical. Kind of looks like that way. So yeah. And of course, whenever you get or you complete the list, you get extra stats over here. So yeah, you're kind of incentivized to actually summon a lot for the mounts right here. And they provide actually so much stats right here. You just check this one out. There's also the gliders in the game. So these are the gliders, and again, the same thing with mounts. You get these things through summons, and of course, you also have crafting as well. And the thing is, when you check this one out, it has XP gain plus 60%. This is so OP. So if you actually try to get these things, it's going to propel you so fast. You know, like you're going to leave us in the dust, man. You get this thing from pre-registration. It gives you XP gain plus 15%. Compare it to the other green grades, they're like 18%, 17%. They're already a bit better than what you're currently using. And yeah, these things are 30%, 32%. They're so good, man. These gliders are kind of good. Oh, actually, they're not gacha. This is not gacha. This is from crafting. You get to craft these things. So, hoping it's a little bit more free-to-play friendly. Next up, we also have weapon styles, which is basically skins, weapon skins. Yeah, this one looks so good, man. Looks really good, and look at this. You also have a lot of stats over here, and again, these ones are like on the gacha part of the game as well. Because of these things, I'm kind of leaning towards the game being more pay to win than free to play, but let's see, right? I'm still playing the game. I'm just 8 hours in, so I'm still not 100% sure if it's really a pay to win game. There's also an enhancement system in the game. So basically, for equipment, you have your main weapon and secondary weapon. You can enhance it to +7 safely. +5 is the safety for armors, and +3 is the safety for accessories. So kind of hard to actually get there, you know. Kind of dangerous as well because the max enhancement level is, I think, +12. And so far for what I've seen from the game, there was the video from Isaac's Games that I saw that they were trying to battle a world boss, and it was so lackluster, man. Kind of feels bad that the boss battle was looking like that. I hope we can find a clip, but it's so sad, man. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, and he kept DCing all the time. So hopefully we see better world boss battles in the game, and hopefully it's not as clunky as what we saw, right? Anyways, that's pretty much it for me. Like, that's all I can show you for now because we don't have anything endgame yet. Like, class advancement wise, we are only on the first advancement. There's 2 more class advancements that are coming up. So one's at level 45, and right now I'm level 32. And later on, I don't know, probably it's around level 55 or level 60 for the third advancement, which is the last advancement for the class. Hopefully, we get better stuff to do in terms of main quest and not just killing mobs randomly, but it looks like it's gonna be like that. Like, it's so much more of an AFK game than anything else. So right now I'm doing a boss battle on the main quest. So this is every few quests that you do, every mob hunts that you do, you're going to encounter a boss battle like this. But it's always going to be this guy. It's always going to be the Knight of Death. And at this point, I think he's starting to hit hard because my armor are not upgraded, and I kind of think I need to get better armor. But anyways, that's it for me. Let me know in the comments below if it looks like a game that you are going to play. If you are interested to join in my server, I'm in Seiya 101. So this is Asia. Seiya 101 Night. That's my server. And for me personally, I'm going to play this game until I find a replacement game, basically. Because I'm not sure this might be a 1 week game, a 1 month game, or it depends, right? But we're gonna give it a chance, right? So, yeah, leave a like on the video if it's good, subscribe if you haven't yet, and thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.